Hey everybody, MaskedMetaKnight4 and welcome back to another discussion video. And today, we are doing something a bit different. Today, we are making a tier list from the popular game that's been popping off lately, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So, what type of tier list are we making? We are making the type of mini games that Fall Guys has to offer because it is a battle royale, fight to the death, only one may win type of game. So, let's just hop right into it. So we're going to go in alphabetical order. Actually, before I start, I will be posting a link of this tier list in the description below if you guys ever want to make one. So with that out of the way, let's get to work! So the first game we have on this list is Block Party. Oh, Block Party. Block Party is a game that I initially really liked. It does remind me a lot of Mario Party mini games, and it's quite fun. It's just survival, dodging blocks, and want to stay on the platform. The more I play this game, the more I despise it. Not because of the obstacles. It's the other players. When it gets to the point of jumping, you know, just random people just don't know how to platform. They get their legs swept, and then you get your legs swept in the meantime because people falling left and right. Ugh! You know what? Where am I going to put Block Party? If I was still new to this game, I would have put it in B, but we're going to put it in C tier. We're going to put it in meh. Also, I should mention, at the time this video goes up, I'm currently level 34 in this game, and I hate to admit I have 33 hours played, so take that as you will. Next up, we have Gate Crash. So this one's also it's not really an also, but it's a race to the finish. There's a bunch of gates that will open and close. Some of them have a pattern. Others will just randomly open and close with a few obstacles along the way. This one's really good. I like this one. Gate Crash is quite fun. Where would I put it though? A or B? No, we're gonna put an A tier. We're gonna put an A tier. It's just a lot of timing involved. Just making that quick dive just to make it past the gate when it's going up. Also, that last stride, I really like that one. You just gotta pick your poison and decide which door you want to commit to. It's a fun time. I like me some Gate Crash. Next up is DoorDash. Ooh. So DoorDash is another race to the finish. So this reminds me of the Mario Party 3 minigame called Locked Out. Not necessarily exactly it, but in Locked Out, you have to race to a key to open a door, and there's one less key than players, meaning whoever's last will get left behind. So that's what that reminds me of. There's probably another Mario Party game I'm thinking of that's more similar to DoorDash. It's quite fun. So the doors are lined up horizontally, and you have to guess which door is breakable so you can keep going, and some of them are just a wall, so you get stumped and you have to find another door to dash through. This one, I think we'll put it in B tier. Specifically because I hate the foam of the doors that go flying everywhere. It really messes you up. And sometimes the dashes get way too crazy. You can get shafted to the left, to the right, and you just get omega screwed, and it's quite annoying. But you know, I won't complain when DoorDash shows up, except for when I will. All right, next up is, oh boy, everybody's favorite type of genre: team games. Team games in a battle royale with random strangers, and sometimes your friends, depending if you're playing in a group. But Egg Scramble. So Egg Scramble is a free-for-all of 3 different teams. There's a bunch of eggs in the middle of the arena, and you all must rush in to grab the eggs. You can only hold 1 egg at a time, and throw it into your base, which is kind of like a lower segment of the map, and whoever has the least amount of eggs when the time runs out loses. So, this is going straight to F tier. Straight to F tier. Why, you may ask? Not because it's a team game. I mean, part of it goes in the team game, but hear me out. The eggs, the egg physics, oh, they piss me off so much. You can be grabbing an egg, and the second somebody grabs you, the egg will go, it will go flying wherever it feels like it. It's like the Yoshi egg from the 1,000-Year Door. He'll just do whatever he wants. It is insane. And when you're trying to steal eggs from another base, my character cannot jump to save their life. They can't just basic platform out of there, try to throw eggs. Your teammates are grabbing you when... Ooh, that game's a mess. That game is Scramble indeed. And yeah, the golden eggs makes that game a lot more toxic too. Because the golden eggs, they cost a lot more points. I don't know exactly how many because there's too much chaos going on. I never sit down to see how many a golden would do. I'm gonna guess 3 or 5. Maybe 5, but I don't know. F tier. F tier. The physics are jank. I hate it. Next up is Fall Ball. Oh, ho, 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 ho. So, when I play this on stream, or with my friends, we get this all the time. The game will just throw this game on us whenever it can. So, Fall Ball, there's 2 soccer balls, for the most part, on the field at the same time. And whoever gets the most amount of points before the timer runs out basically wins. It's soccer. And before you yell at me, aka football, that isn't American football. But I'm a Canadian, dang it. In Canada, we just all say soccer, so. F tier. I will put it above Egg Scramble, though. These are going to be ordered within their tiers, by the way. I hate this game. It looked fun when I started Fall Guys, but now I despise it. The physics of the soccer ball, it truly aggravates me because it makes no sense. One day you can hit the ball from underneath when you jump it, and you know, you get the Coney skip, and it's perfect. And there's some days where you hit the ball and your character just ragdolls into nothingness, and the other team they get the offensive. It's truly frustrating. Also, this game will sometimes meme and throw a football, an American football, you know, the brown ball, to avoid confusion. No, it does not cost 6 points. Sometimes I wish it did, especially when we're losing. But no, those physics for the football, the American football, is even worse. It's hard to figure that one out. And also teammates, team game. This ruins Fall Ball too. The other team will sometimes grab you for no reason just to piss you off. People don't know what defense means. No self-awareness or self... F tier immediately. 100%. Alright, so next up we have Fall Mountain. So this is one of the finale games of Fall Guys, which you'll only see in the final round. This one's just your basic platformer. Race to the crown, not to a finish line. So you must climb the mountain where we'll shoot a bunch of balls randomly. You just gotta dodge a bunch of flippers along the way. And the crown bops up and down, so based on how quickly you get up there, you can have a bad cycle where you'll have to wait for the crown to come down before you can grab it. This one, S tier. Actually, wait. I was going to put an S tier, but I'm going to put an A tier. The reason I'm putting it in A tier is the starting line. The starting line is terrible. If they had everybody not in a fire drill middle school line, I would put this game in the S tier. It's ridiculous how you can have a 14-man game of Fall Mountain and they'll have people in the back. Like if you're in the back, you're basically screwed unless the people in front get blown back. But Fall Mountain, you get an 8 tier. You're all right. You're all right. All right. So next up is Slime Climb. So Slime Climb is a very platformer heavy race to the finish. It's less so trying to get there before other people and more so survivability, because a lot of people will die on the ascent to the top of the finish line. This one's quite challenging. When I was new to this game, I despised it. I couldn't get past that yellow beam, but I've basically figured that out. Again, it's a lot more practice. Once you get the hang of the stage, it's quite fun. The issue is the griefers. There's a lot of people who will be mean. They'll be vicious in this game. But Slime Climb, it's a good time. It's a good time. I don't think I've ever played a game where everybody survived. So the elimination counter does not really matter. If you survive at the end, you're good. You're basically set for the next round. There is a glitch though. If you do meme too much at the finish line, sometimes the game will be like, nope, you're not passing. But we're going to put you in S tier. Congrats, Slime Climb. You're the very first S tier. Next up, we have Fruit Chute. This game sucks. So this one, it's a race to the finish. You are on a platform in the air, and you jump down to a conveyor belt that you're running against, while also uphill, and the game will randomly shoot peaches, blueberries, strawberries, apples, bananas, watermelon. Super weird looking watermelon, by the way, at random. So you can just get frame trapped where the game will be like, huh, I don't want this guy to win, and they'll shoot like 4 different fruit at you, and you can't do anything about it but die. This one's super RNG heavy, but you'll be mostly okay if you stay on the sides, but again, no promises. If somebody in front of you gets taken out, like, they can just ragdoll into you and they bring you down with them. Ugh. Ooh, do I go against my better judgment, though? Part of me wants to put in D tier, though. I was very adamant. This is a self-plug, by the way, but if you're watching a lot of my earlier streams, I hated this one. You know what? We're going to put it in D tier. I truly want to put it in F. I truly do, but we're going to put it in D tier. As part of its bias, I've gotten a lot better at it, but D tier. You got it, man. You got it. Alright, so next up is Hit Parade. This is usually a round 1 game. Hit Parade's pretty basic. There's beams that you must run across. If you fall down, it's not demoralizing. You can still make the comeback. You got flippers you gotta push, and those apricorn ball and chains that you gotta dodge. This one's very simple. So I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I like this a lot more than Block Party, but I think DoorDash is just a lot more fun. Hit Parade, again, is just a bit too basic, so we'll put it here, B tier. You're alright, Hit Parade. Next up is the Lost Hex, that is Hex A Gone! The GOAT! The greatest minigame in this group! Let's go. S tier, number 1, baby. Without a question. The boys love Hex A Gone. This one's so much fun. So much strategy, just a lot of platforming. It's basically survival of the fittest. I don't know how many layers of hexagons there are exactly, but what you want to do is stay alive on the highest floor you possibly can. And if you're below in the lower floors, you want to strategically make holes so that the people above you fall even lower when it's their turn, when they run out of space above you. Just a lot of layers of strategy. It gets even crazier when there's a lot more people in it. Sometimes you'll get like a 5-man hexagon, sometimes you'll get like 13. Usually, like, if your squad, you all make it to the last round, you guys can like team up together and just come up with a lot of strategies. My only complaint is that the jump buttons sometimes feel super unresponsive, and that cost me some games. But aside from that, best game in this group, easily. Next up is Hoarders. Ho ho! Another team game! Whew. So this one. Oh. Yeah, I complain about fall ball soccer physics. So Hoarders. Three-team game. Whoever's in last, the least amount of balls on their side, they lose. All the balls that are on the perimeters of the field, and there's a time limit, and what you guys got to do is basically hit the balls into your quadrant and have the most before the time runs out. It's like that one duel mini game in Mario Party 7 with the croquets. I don't remember its name, but that's what I can think of at the moment. Yeah, it's worse fall ball, so, and I'd rather suffer with eggs, so F, you're at the very bottom. Congratulations, Hoarders, you suck. Oi. Alright, so next up we have Hoopsie Daisy. So this one is very reminiscent of Superman 64. We have no time to waste on this one. But another team game. 3 teams, by the way, red, blue, and yellow. What you gotta do is jump through the hoops. Sometimes there's golden ones. I don't remember the amount that they give me. I'm too focused in the zone to even pay attention to the score. If I see gold, I'm gunning for it, and I'm going for it. And if I see my color poof in nice clouds, and then I'm content. I am content. The stage layout's pretty alright. You have to commit to an area, so you can't really, there's no safe place where you can be in the map where you can get to everywhere, so that's what I do like about Hoopsie Daisy. It's one of the better team-based games. It's truly aggravating when you see your teammate close to a hoop, and you're like, don't worry, he's got this, and he chokes in the absolute worst way possible, and the runner-up team ends up getting it, and you lose because of it. Sorry, just got a little heated about there. Little heated. But yeah, Hoopsie Daisy. Again, I do like this one. You know what? We might actually. I'm thinking between C and D. Do I like this more than Block Party? That's the question. Block Party brings out the rage in me. Usually when I'm in Hoopsie Daisy, I'm playing with like some of my Discord friends, so like at least I have like some teammates I can rely on. But you know what? We'll put in C tier. Yeah, I might be crazy for this one, but we'll put in C tier. I'll put it above Block Party. Alright, so next up is Jinxed. This one I do not get very often. This one's a pretty rare one. Let me know if you do play this game, you don't get Jinxed that often. But this is basically zombie tag. I am a very, very big fan of zombie tag. For those of my super duper long time viewers, my Sonic Robo Blast 2 online videos, a lot of them, or most of them, are tag, and that's basically zombie tag. Zombie tag is just a lot of fun. So this is a 2-team blue versus yellow. I don't think I've ever seen any other colors. It's mainly BV, Y, and one person from each team is full of hearts, and those hearts have cooties. So you gotta run away from them like they're Grade 1 girls with their cooties. You gotta stay away from them. They're bad. They're bad to the bone. And whichever team gets infected the fastest ends up losing. I like this game a lot. This is gonna be a hot take. I'm prepared to take the carnage from this, but I am actually gonna put this in B tier above Hit Parade. Jinxed is actually a lot of fun, and I do enjoy playing it. It is unfortunate, though, when your team does get cucked, though, because, you know, team-based game, you lose because others, Alright, next up is Jump Club. This one I don't get very often. This one's, again, kind of like a Mario Party game. Survival of the fittest. It's not time-based, it's just whoever goes down first, or a number of people who go down first. So, Jump Club. This one's an easier version of the one we're going to talk about next. There's only one bottom beam and 2 top beams. The top beams are there to catch you from jumping, and the bottom one forces you to jump, and you cannot run it. So nice try. But yeah, it's like, I was about to say hopscotch. That's not the right analogy. Jump rope. Or wait, there's this playground game that people would play. I remember doing this when I was younger at school, where somebody would get a jump rope and they'd be in the middle and they'd spin around. But then again, that kind of hurt because if the jump rope hit your legs, that kind of is like a whip. Oof. Anyways, jump club. This one's pretty slow for my taste. This one weeds out the noobs. It really does. It's annoying when people trip you up because they just can't learn how to jump. This one, I don't know where to put this. I think I will put this in C tier. And I will put it below Jump Club. There's a reason why I'm saying this, and I'll get into that a little bit more on its evolved form, which is Jump Showdown, the second, I believe the second one. No, third actually. Yeah, we already got 2 finale ones. The third final round event in Fall Guys. So Jump Showdown, there's 2 bigger beams, upper beams, and 2 lower beams. So there's a lot more jumping involved and a lot more chances of you getting caught in between. So this one can get really hectic. There's no time limit compared to Jump Club. It's just survival of the fittest, who can platform the best. And to spice it up in Jump Showdown, some of the platforms will rumble really vigorously, and they will fall. So sometimes you can get RNG screwed. You can get trapped on one side of the map, and they really trap you over there, and they drop the platform on you, and you get cucked. Part of the game. They leave you with 2 platforms. I've never seen them leave anybody with 1. I've never seen how long this game can go. But I bet you it can never go on infinitely, because here is where my issue lies with these jump games. Sometimes I feel like the people who are making these Fall Guy games, they disable your jump button. And you just can't jump, and then you just fail, and it's like, oh, that guy looked like an idiot, he just didn't jump at all. Even though I did jump. I can't tell these people are lag switching. This one annoys me. It really does. Half the time I do die in this is my jump button not working. The other half I do die is just I make a 3-head play, a 0 IQ play. So this one's obviously a lot better than Jump Club in my opinion. It's a lot faster, a lot more action paced. We're gonna put it in. Again, the jumping really ruins this for me, so we're gonna put it in C tier. After Hoopsie Daisy. I know, I'm kind of crazy, but I'm gonna leave it there. Next up, we have Perfect Match. I hope you guys love memory! So Perfect Match is the baby game, the super duper baby game. There's 3 rounds in Perfect Match. There's, I think, 16 tiles. Is it 16? It's either 16 or 20, but I want to say 16. I'm not looking at the Perfect Match game right now. But the field will show you at random intervals, at random timed intervals. They will show different types of fruit. You just gotta memorize which fruit are where, and then the game will tell you, hey, I want orange. Anything that isn't orange will break between your legs, and you will fall into the slime. So you must memorize where that fruit is, and you just go step on it, and then you're Gucci. For the most part. It depends how populated your square is, because sometimes I've seen people get pushed off because these people don't realize you can just let go of the analog stick, and you'll be fine. There's no wind that will push you. But no, people can't cooperate. So that's one thing that's annoying about that game. That game's super free. I've personally never lost, by the way. But if you ever do mess up or you forgot a fruit that missed you somehow, you can just follow the majority. And 99% of the time, they're right. I've seen 2 games where a majority of the people were on, and people just ate the drink. They just ate Pepto-Bismol immediately. Like, the lobby went from, like, 40 to, like, 7 people. Like, it was... Ugh. That being said, though, the game's not fun. The game is not fun at all. But it's not soul-crushing either. So you are going to F tier, and I will put you above Fall Ball. I prioritize boring over true excruciating pain. That's where I fall. Because I never fear the fall. So we're going to put Perfect Match right there. Okay, next up is Rock and Roll. Another 3-way team battle. It's a race to the finish where you basically... It's just like that Mario Party 7 2v2 minigame. I forget the name exactly. I think it's Sphere Factor. I don't remember, but I really like that one in Mario Party 7, where you team up with your friend and you just gotta push a ball, really big ball, through obstacles, and whoever gets to the end first, or whoever gets to the end last, gets eliminated. So, this one's a bit weird. I don't get it too often, but I dread it when I do get it, because you don't know if the people on your team are gonna go grief. And by grief, after you get through the first half of the section of pushing the ball, everybody's path intertwines into one. So you can push the other team's balls and stop them and halt their progress. It's a gamble, because some people will, frame one, not help you and just go run and screw over the other team. But they will grief terribly, which means your team will lose, because you have less people pushing your ball. And that's aggravating. Like, it's horrifying. That being said, though, I do like it a lot more than Fall Ball. And Fall Ball's over top of Egg Scramble and Hoarders. So we're going to put in D tier. D tier. Do I put it over Fruit Chute? Do I put it over Fruit Chute? Do I get more mad at RNG, or do I get more mad at the other... No, we get mad at the other players. Alright, you are going over here. D tier for Rock and Roll. And some more rolling. In fact, next up is Rollout. Oh boy, here we go. So this one's going to be super awkward for me to put in the tier list. In fact, I need to think this through as I'm talking, because I don't know where I want to put this. I hate Rollout. I hate Rollout with a bloody passion. Like, this game sucks. Alright, let me get this over with. For the most part, it's stupid easy. Stupid easy. My issue with it is the inconsistency. The inconsistency of hurt boxes and hit boxes. Everybody is running all over the place. I could be standing still, and it feels like a Sonic the Hedgehog boosted into me, and I'll go flying 10 yards when people are running around me. So I'll get shoved into some tiny crack, and I die. And I hate that. Or, when I'm running around, I don't push people that much. They're just an immovable force. It's like, what is going on? This game has inconsistency. Not only that, there's no time limit at all. So this game can go on forever. And most of the time, it does. Because most of these people are pretty competent. Because, again, I need to keep stressing this, it's super easy. You can just keep running down the same path. It's like, oh, there's a wall there? Oh, there's a cliff there? I'm just going to go on the one right next to me, and I'll go right back. It's super easy. The most of the time when people get killed is they're trying to style. Some people like to dive and be show-offs. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. They look like frauds when they go down the drink. And the absolute number one thing that pisses me off in this game, it happens to me all the time. Even my friends will do this to me. They will ignore everybody, come up to me, and start grabbing me. You know what? I don't need to be grabbed in my derriere. I don't need this right now. I'm already stressed and annoyed that I'm in this rollout game where these people refuse to die. And these people are always out for blood, and half of the time, it works, and I do die, for the stupidest reasons. Oi. Oh, I hate rollouts so much. I hate it just as much as Whitney, man. Oh my, okay, where are we putting this? I'm putting it, going in F tier, 100%. Do I hate it more than Fall Ball? Fall Ball gives me a lot of grief, but so does Rollout. You know what? And I get Rollout way too often. So many round 2 rollouts. So many. It's a task. It's a really, really big task. We're putting it in F tier. Or putting it in between Fall Ball and Egg Scramble. I think I like Fall Ball slightly more. That's a slight. Okay. Next up is Dizzy Heights. Dizzy Heights, another platformer one. Normally, it's round 1. This one's pretty free. It's a lot of fun. Conveyor belts. I find the left side in the first segment, it's a lot faster by experience, and the right side on the second part is a lot faster, also by experience. It's a good time. It's a good time. It just sucks when you get ragdolled and you get stuck in a loop and you get far behind, but most of the time these people don't know how to jump over that one cliff to that last segment, so you can make a comeback. I like Dizzy Heights. I like it a lot. In fact, I might put it in A tier, actually. No, actually, it's not. I'll put it in B tier. The very top of B tier. Alright. It begins. It begins. I hope you guys get your Mario 3D Land on, because it's time for some Royal Fumble. This one's easily the one that I get the least on the final round. This is a final round game. Thank goodness, by the way. One unfortunate thing for online games is latency, lag, delay, people not playing wired on PC. Oh, so you can grab in this game, Royal Fumble. It's one person has the raccoon tail. Everybody else is going after them. If you have the raccoon tail at the end, when time runs out, you win. And yeah, I do like the battlefield. I do like the battlefield of Royal Fumble. Not as much as some of the other ones, because I feel like the center is too OP. It's kind of hard to chase those guys down with the tail. I feel like most people mess up their jump chasing the tail guy at the top. Maybe that was intended, but that's from what I've seen. The latency really pisses me off. It really is suffering. This one's just pain and suffering. For how many minutes? Like, you should just start trying at the last 30 seconds, so less mental strain is in your brain. This one's going in F tier. Where in F tier? That's tough. F tier is getting a bit crammed. It's getting a bit crammed. I'm putting it behind Rollout. I will put it behind Rollout. Do I hate it more than Egg Scramble? No, I hate. No, this is the worst tail one. No, it's going here. It's going here. It's going in F. It's going in F. Oh, here it is. Here it comes. So, the most consistent round 1 game I get, which makes me question why I play this game to begin with. Seesaw! Hey, have you guys have a seesaw when you went to elementary school? At your playground? You must have used one, right? You know how gravity works? You know, the more weight you put on one side, the lower it will go. And the other side will go up in turn on a seesaw. Yeah, it seems like most of this fan base doesn't know how seesaws work. So, this game is not bad if they put you in the very front. If you are in the very front and you capitalize on your lead, you will be fine. You will be 100% fine. Most of the time, they put me in the back for this one. And if you happen to pick the wrong side, because it really isn't a quote-unquote wrong side, because you get to the end regardless which fork in the road you take. What I mean by wrong side is these people don't know how seesaws work. They want to get to the next area, but in order to do so, the seesaw needs to go up the opposite direction. But these guys aren't patient enough to go walk to the other side and let the seesaw rebalance itself. And what makes it worse is that this seesaw can be vertical, almost entirely vertical, and you will have idiots. You will have complete morons still dive at it, expecting to land and be okay. No! That's not how it works. You can spend 30 to 40 seconds waiting for the seesaw to get going again, because these idiots don't know how weight works. And then the people in the front, oh, they're like overlapping you, Mario Kart overlapping you. They are gone. They are not losing whatsoever. And to make this game a lot worse, it's so freaking long. If they made it shorter, maybe I'd like it a bit more, but it's so long. And the fact that you have to wait because these people, again, don't know how to use a seesaw, it takes forever. It's so draining. I hate this. And you just randomly ragdoll. Some people will get away. Some of those doofuses who will dive at a completely vertical seesaw, they will somehow land. The game will be like, you know what, little Timmy? I'll give it to you. A for effort. And then, you know, I'll just be on a slightly angled seesaw, and I get jelly legs. My kneecaps are gone, and my character just plummets to their death. I hate seesaw. You are going in D tier. Very bottom of D tier. Huh. Alright. Next up is tail tag. This one is a free-for-all. However, it's not just one tail, it's multiple. I think it's half of the lobby exactly. Correct me if I'm wrong, friends. Tail tag. This one's stressful. I do like the map layout for it. It's pretty clever. The way you utilize the ramps, the purple ramps, is... And the hammers to send you send you flying. That's a pretty fun aspect. But again, the latency. The Melee Marth grab players. The Min Ultimate mains. The Mr. Fantastic fanboys. The Paper Mario Origami King Fold Arm Techniquers. These people will grab me from 50 yards away, and my tail is gone. And, oh, I'm right next to them. Nope, you missed the tail. You still got the grab effect, but nope, you didn't grab them just yet. No, because their ping's way too high. They get priority. You didn't grab their tail on their end. Nope. And then you get robbed at the last second, and you just want to cry. All your friends make it across, yeah, and they're having a great time. You're just over here, you know, just on the bench. Tail tag's terrible. It is terrible. But, I will put it above Egg Scramble. Royal Fumble with the one tail is too stressful. This one you have a 50% chance of surviving. But we're going to lower that 50% chance because of latency to like 40 to 30% chance of surviving. Does that math make any sense? No. And so doesn't tail tag. Makes no sense. So we're putting it right here. Alright, next up is Team Tail Tag. So, this one's not very frequent. I get this one not very often. I believe you can only get it with 40 people. Maybe with 36? I don't remember seeing 36, but 40 people. Again, same complaints of Royal Fumble and Tail Tag. The only issue is you have a better odds of surviving because it's a 4-way free-for-all instead of 3. There's a green team that gets thrown into the mix. And if you're playing with a squad, your odds of winning are a lot bigger. And I actually really like the layout of this map too. It reminds me of a Block Party, not Block Party. Block Fort? Is that what it's called for Mario Kart? Man, it's been way too long since I played a Mario Kart Battle Mode that wasn't 8 Deluxe. Even then, it's been a while since I played 8 Deluxe Battle Mode. But that's what that reminds me of, and I do like the colors. So... this might be a bit crazy. I'm putting it above Seesaw. You're on a D tier. Team Tail Tag, again, less of a less chance of getting eliminated. Like, if you get third, that's okay. Second, that's okay. First, you're chilling. Okay. The Whirly Gig. Ooh, this one's a lot of fun. So, this one has a gimmick, windmill gimmick, where the first segment, you can take the chance of launching yourself. Sometimes you'll get launched further ahead, sometimes you might get cucked, or you might not go anywhere at all. I do like the segment where you can jump on the yellow blocks in order to double jump, or you can grab, climb up. I do like the pinwheels and the little shortcut in the middle. I think this is a great one. It's also pretty great too because a lot of people happen to suck at it. So even if you do fail the shortcut 6 times, you'll probably make it anyway. And the shortcut's really fun to pull off. I've been consistently inconsistent with it. So you are actually going into S here. Ooh, this one's going to be hard. Last but not least, Tiptoe. Tiptoe is the ultimate game of chicken. The ultimate. So usually when I get Tiptoe, the prerequisite to get into the next round is very slim, quite unforgiving. There's a lot of sand tiles. Whichever sand tiles that vibrate, they are not safe. You want to go on the yellow tiles. Once you step on them, they'll turn yellow. After a while, if nobody stepped on them, they will slowly fade to orange. So it's a bit of memorization of remembering where to go. This one's a lot of fun because a lot of people will grow a lot of fall balls, and they will take leaps of faith. Leaps of faith. Sometimes I've seen people who will YOLO it, make it to the end, and it's really funny. The thing I hate about this game is the push-in physics. They make no sense. Sometimes you'll get yeeted. You'll get shoved aside to the right immediately. Sometimes you'll be fine. 9 times out of 10, the game turns into a big game of chicken. You could be that one guy who solves 90% of the puzzle, just fall at the last second, and then you just lose. That's a cruel game. It's a cruel, cruel game. We are going to put it. Not gonna lie. This one's gonna be a weird one. I'm going to put it. As stressful as it is, it's kind of fun. We're gonna put it in C tier. Pika, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm putting it in front of Block Party. Yeah. And that is my personal Fall Guys tier list for Ultimate Knockout. As you can see, there's a lot more games that I hate that I like. Unfortunately, hopefully Season 2, there's a lot more games that I do like. I think it's medieval themed. There's some new ones that they showed off that I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, that is my tier list for Fall Guys. So let me know in the description what your tier list is. Do you like my tier list? Do you think I'm completely wrong, completely right? Let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah. I don't know if I'll make more tier lists in the future. I like to avoid making tier lists of like fighting games and stuff. I know this isn't a fighting game, but I need to bring this up because I have been very adamant about tier lists in the past. Not through YouTube videos, through like other social medias. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, thank you all for watching and sayonara.